The energy drink market is worth a whopping $92 billion. Of this, Monster Energy has 39% market share, and it seems to only be going up. Its share price has gone parabolic, increasing by 600% in the last decade, and it is the single best performing stock in the US stock market. But it wasn't always like that. In fact, the company has struggled financially for most of its 90-year existence, and even filed for bankruptcy multiple times. Most of this growth just came in the last decade. So what has changed? And how did Monster go from a failing company to completely dominating the energy drink market? This is the story of Monster. The origins of Monster Energy Drink go way back to 1935. When energy drinks weren't even a thing. The company was founded by Hubert Hansen and originally named Hansen's Natural. It initially sold fresh fruits and vegetable juices to film studios and retailers in Southern California. Hansen, its founder, didn't have a big ambition for the company and started out as a small family business. Ironically, the company marketed itself as an all-natural juice company that sold fresh, unpasteurized fruit juice. This was their main appeal. The company was doing well and also expanding under the guidance of Hubert Hansen. They opened a new plant in Los Angeles in 1946. The popularity of the company was growing beyond the West, and it started shipping to the East Coast as well as Hawaii. After the death of Hansen in 1951, his three sons took over the company, and as with any small company, the growth and innovation died with its founder. Over the next few decades, the company didn't do much. The turning point came in 1977 when Tim Hansen, the grandson of Hubert Hansen, saw more potential for the company than just fresh juice. He stayed true to his roots and established an all-natural, shelf-stable, pasteurized juice company. He obtained the license to use the family name as a trademark, and thus, Hansen Foods Inc. was born. Hubert was a natural marketer and imaginative. He bought new flavors and appealed to the new generation, which proved to be an instant hit. By the mid-80s, the company was making $50 million in sales, but soon everything was about to come crumbling down. Hubert had used massive debts to fuel his expansion, but the company began facing increasing competition from established brands like Original New York Seltzer. They simply undercut Hubert in prices and sell at a loss. This proved too much, and Hansen Foods filed for bankruptcy in 1990. After the bankruptcy, California Co-Packers Corporation acquired the company as well as its brand name. But it was a failure once again. Even after the acquisition and new management, the company failed to make money. And in July 1992, a group of investors, including Rodney Snacks, who became and remains the CEO to this day, bought the company for $14.5 million. To bring in more investment and turn around the company, the investors decided to go public. New management seemed to work well for the company, and the revenue rose to $21.3 million in 1993. They too stuck with their original roots and used phrases like California's original clear natural soda in their marketing campaigns. It was in 1997 that they gradually started to stray away from their original roots and started to sell light versions of what would become energy drinks. The company has always been more of a trend follower rather than a trendsetter. Time and time again, they have gone for products that are already doing well in the market. Red Bull had started to create an energy drink craze in the market, and Hansen did not want to miss the train. So in April 2002, the Monster Energy Drink was born. They wanted to have unique packaging and name so that it was appealing to the customers. And what would be more appealing than the name Monster for an energy drink? A logo that resembles a claw mark and the slogan, Unleash the Beast, right? The logo itself has become controversial, and some even claim it is related to the devil himself. But more on that later. With all of this, Monster Energy Drink was ready to start its journey and dominate the energy drinks market. If they wanted to be competitive in the market, they had to do things differently, and the CEO was about to change the company forever. Their edgy logo and their packaging were eye-catching, making customers want to try their products. They also went for a cheaper price, but the taste wasn't too different. Now, who would not want to switch to Monster, right? All of this combined, Monster was able to gain 50% of the total energy drinks market. The next thing they did to make themselves stand out in the market was aggressive marketing. Although their marketing was aggressive, they did not go into the traditional route of advertising their products. With their strategic marketing, it looked like their number one priority was, and still is to this day, to create a strong brand identity, and it looks like they have been pretty successful in achieving that. The company had sales of $92 million in the first year they started, which was 2002. Sales crossed the $1 billion mark in just 6 years. The company did not stop growing there, and its sales rose to a whopping $6.3 billion in 2022. Now let's talk about one of the things that has hugely contributed to the success of the brand, its marketing strategy. As we mentioned earlier, it decided to go a different route and not follow the traditional traditional way. So how does this marketing work? Monster, to this day, positions itself as an energy drink that caters to adventure-loving people. There might not be an adventure junkie that does not know about Monster, as they seem to sponsor most extreme sports. From mountain biking, car racing, snowboarding, and skateboarding to motocross, Monster seems to sponsor everything. Monster is also huge on sponsorship. Imagine seeing one of your favorite athletes drinking the Monster energy drink. It's pretty difficult to not get influenced by that, right? In August 2017, the company renewed its sponsorship with Conor McGregor. The company also has ample sponsorship in the motorsport world. In 2009, it partnered with legendary rider Valentino Rossi. Along with this, they also have sponsorships in F1, which is arguably the most famous motor racing event. Not only this, but they've expanded their advertising in the world of esports as well. It sponsors several individuals as well as esports associations in the community. The company has also immersed itself in the music world. They have sponsored various artists and even have their own music tour called the Monster Energy Outbreak Tour. Famous artists like 21 Savage, Kendrick Lamar, and Post Malone all performed on their tour. Monster's genius marketing is not only limited to its home country. For instance, Monster Energy Drink has been able to establish itself as the energy drink the rappers drink in Japan. This sure has a lot of influence on the people who follow those rappers. As the popularity of its energy drink grew, it became the company's largest source of revenue, so the company decided to align its name more with the monster that it created. And by 2012, it looked like there was no stopping this monster from taking over the market. In 2012, the shareholders decided to change the name of the company from Hansen's Natural Corporation to Monster Beverage Corporation. Another reason why Monster has been able to become so popular is because of its diverse products and unique taste. You can buy the Monster energy drink in 34 different varieties. It looks like it has something for everyone. Do you want something low sugar, low calorie? Is something a little too sweet? Something that tastes like coffee? Something a little more flavorful? Whatever you prefer, Monster Energy has it. This has helped them hugely to expand and retain their market. Now onto the controversies of Monster Energy. You cannot talk about Monster Energy and not talk about the constant controversies therein. In 2014, a video circulated on the internet and soon went viral, where a woman can be seen claiming that the Monster energy drink promotes Satan. This video now has 14 million views. Along with this, the company constantly comes under fire and faces accusations of having dangerous ingredients in their drink, which can cause serious health issues in people. Multiple lawsuits have been filed against the company in this regard.
Concern over energy drinks, the Morgan & Morgan law firm is set to file more than 100 lawsuits against the makers of drinks like Monster and Rockstar.
That's right, and all new at 6, ABC Action News reporter Eric Waxel.
One other controversial thing about the company is how it is constantly engaged in legal battles with other businesses as well as its competitors. It constantly faces accusations of driving out competitors by suing them and bankrupting them by making them pay hefty legal charges. The company seems desperate to maintain its brand by any means necessary, so much so that they go after any business that uses the word monster, beast, or even the word M in their branding. Sounds ridiculous, I know, but it's true. The company has become a poster child for trademark bullying. It sued a beer company that sold a beer named Vermonster in 2009. In 2012, it sued aquarium hobby site monsterfishkeepers.com. In 2016, the company filed a lawsuit to revoke the company trademark of Thunder Beast LLC of Washington, D.C. just because they have the word beast in their name. It does not stop there. They even sued a pizza place in 2018. Yep, you heard that right. A pizza place called Monster Pizza. In 2023, they sued an independent video game developer, Glowstick Entertainment, for their horror party game, Dark Deception, Monsters Immortal. At this point, it just looks like the company sues businesses for the thrill of it. But if you analyze the situation properly, it looks like it's done with the intent to bankrupt the businesses, as Monster Energy loses many of its lawsuits. Of course they do, because most of their lawsuits do not even make any sense. Recently, it also sued one of its competitors and rivals, Bang Energy, claiming false advertisement and unfair competition. Looking at the history of Monster Energy, it looks like it felt threatened by the surge of sales of Bang Energy, and in an attempt to get them bankrupt, sued them. It would not come as a surprise to anyone if this was the case. Another controversy that the company is constantly in is because of accusations of sexual harassment and discrimination. Multiple lawsuits have been filed against the company, as well as its employees, for gender discrimination in the workplace, sexual harassment, and hostile work environment. Doesn't sound like the ideal place to work, but if you're in it for free monsters, go for it. But even after many controversies and being under constant scrutiny, Monster has been able to stand strong. For the past 20 years, Monster has been the best performing US stock, a compound annual return of 42%. The company saw an increase in sales from $1.52 billion to $1.6 $1.7 billion. That is an increase of 11.9%. To say Monster Energy has come a long way from its humble and healthy beginnings would be an understatement. Its ability to immerse itself in the trending culture among its targeted customers is nothing but remarkable. Be it motorsports or adrenaline-inducing sports, it has been able to make itself synonymous with the extreme sport community. For now, it looks like there's no stopping the monster, and the further growth of Monster Energy is inevitable. What do you think of Monster Energy? Do you like it over other energy drinks? Do share in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching, and see you soon on the next episode of Intellectual Digest.